That's highly unlikely that would happen. And there's people that are speculating that, oh, the government's gonna take control of that and put it in the reserve. No, no. There's people that are speculating that they're gonna pay the fine in XRP. No, no. Sorry, that's just not the way things work.
So when they dropped their appeal, Ripple, are they just saying they're going to pay the full 150 or 125, whatever it is, when
Yep,
they did that?
and the injunction stays in
Okay.
place. So it's really actually
Okay, that
bad
makes
news.
sense.
But the headline reads bullish. You see, the headline says Ripple to drop a cross appeal against SEC ending XRP lawsuit. That's what people see is ending XRP lawsuit. They don't understand anything else. Okay. They just see, oh, the lawsuit with XRP's ended. Boom. It's all good. It's all gravy. And then there's people that are like, oh, okay, well, this is the actual truth. How can we spin the narrative to where it would work for us, for those who know better, right? And that's where that rule comes in that you're bringing up that is irrelevant because of an injunction. Dude, I'm telling you right now, an injunction is something you don't mess with. All right? It becomes criminal, exactly.
Oh, you're civil. If you go against the judge, it's
Makes
criminal.
sense. I guess it'll just be just bullish in the terms that the case is, well, will be officially over. I mean, I don't know how long it takes
It's a
once
moon.
the SEC.
Here, let me spell it out
What's
for you. It's a moon cheese pump, right? You've seen the show, you get the moon cheese phrase, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a moon cheese pump, right? And what it'll do, we're coming to the end of the month. Ripple has everything to gain by keeping the price up, right? So if people think that it's over and they're cooked and it's not happening, it's not good for them, what do? It's all sparked from a tweet from Brad Garlinghouse where it says Ripple is dropping our case appeal and the SEC is expected to drop their appeal. They previously said we're closing the chapter once and for all and focusing on what is important, building the internet of value lock in. Okay? That's worded in a specific way that this is how I foresee it is they release this information right before the end of the month. Things pump up and then Ripple gets to dump their XRP at a higher price, right? Conveniently timed. And then a month goes by, it runs down or it runs sideways, who knows, or whatever. And then right before the end of the month or some maybe right before or after tariffs, what happens? Boom. SEC comes out and says, we've dropped our appeal as well. Well, no duh, because there is no appeal. There is no case. There is no nothing. And then everybody FOMOs on that. Oh, they both sides dropped it. It's over. It's done. And then everybody thinks it's over and they think there's no injunction. Because a lot of people don't even know that there is an injunction or what that even means.
Right.
They just think, oh, the case is dropped. Institutions are going to buy it. And even ETFs, bro. Yeah, the ETF could get approved by the SEC, but can institutions buy it through the ETF? Nope. And if they do, criminal case, back in court. So, and I would imagine that ETFs do not get approved so long as that injunction is in place.
Right.
And
So let me ask your opinion.
Here's the thing is,
On
the SEC can approve the ETF and not enforce the law, but then that could look like collusion. You know what I mean? Like, it's a fine line. You're inviting the FBI in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So staying on the XRP topic, and I know you're trying to get out of here.
Well, we can go over. I've been going over
think,
lately.
Why do you think SBI bank in Japan holds it's like 9% of the total supply. Why do you think they have so much?
Moon cheese. And also, this is a world economy. Okay? So just because it's illegal in the US doesn't mean it's illegal everywhere else. That's just here. But here is a massive portion of, you know, the supply of liquidity. But no, the US government doesn't police the world.
That's just a lot of tokens, even to have, like, if it was like a reserve or something, like 9%, that's that's billions of dollars. It almost feels like it's for something bigger at some point.
Or they just
I'm not a 10K guy or anything like that. It's just, when you look at stuff like that, you got to kind of wonder why.
well, I think more or less it's they know, just like we know, that the moon cheese exists. Just because the narrative is bad doesn't mean that it won't pump. Look at what's happening today. Doesn't mean XRP is not
True.
going to moon with everything else. Let me tell you, these XRP maxis, it doesn't matter what you tell them, they're going to still buy it and hold it. And they will hold it all the way to the bottom, baby, because they have to have the hope that it's going to do something. And that's what I think those banks are counting on. They're going to hold it, wait for it to run, and then they're going to sell.
So do you think XRP will be relevant in 10 years? Like, if it doesn't do anything like it's supposed to do, then it's essentially pointless at that point.
Well,
do you
here,
think it's a zero token?
hear me out on this, bro. I think it will serve some sort of purpose, possibly, or nothing at all, and it's just the biggest scam of all time. But since XRP came out, there is new technology that's hit the market that already operates better, faster, and doesn't have an injunction on it in the US. In 10 years, think of the technology that we'll have in crypto with AI.
Right. 10 years, everything might be running off of HBAR, honestly.
We don't know. It's all speculative. But as long as people believe in the moon cheese, it'll keep going. I mean, look at it move today. You got the most bearish news ever, and people took it as bullish because it's all retail. It's 100% retail. There's no institutions in it.
But you think that retail has that much money in it? I mean,
Yeah.
the market cap's 100 and
Think about it.
That's so much money for
There's billionaires.
for the amount.
Billionaires that are buying this stuff. And there's
that's a lot. Though.
And hundreds of millions of people with thousands of dollars in it, if not more, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands.
Like
it doesn't really take that much to get it to the market cap it's at. It's all retail. It legally is all retail.
Well, like you said, out of the U.S., institutions can buy it.
Yeah, and there probably are on certain exchanges or whatever. And maybe it does get used for something, but is XRP going to be this end all be all one world currency thing? No. It'll do something.
Well,
because people have to believe in it. They hope.
Right. And you got to think too. I mean, and on a small scale, I've thought about like, Garlinghouse and Schwartz and Monica Long, all these people at Ripple, like they have huge bags of this themselves. That's their 90% of their net worth is XRP bags. So they have a little, self-bias to do as much as possible for this coin as well.
Yeah. Why do you think Brad Garlinghouse comes out and says the case is over when it's not? Why do you think he comes out and says, oh, yeah, I could see it taking over 14% of Swift? You know, it's in their best interest. I can't believe the people that come on here and they're like, "Oh, I love Brad Garlinghouse. I think he's for the people." No, he's not. He's about his business. He's about Ripple. That's all he cares about. He doesn't care about you. Come on.
Right. Yeah, he puts on a good front, makes the people feel like he cares about them. That's for sure. But I mean,
Yeah.
that's good business.
And maybe it has some use case down the road or whatever, and maybe the laws change and the injunction gets removed. Maybe it gets appealed in a different court, but we're talking about years before that can happen. But people won't, give up on it. They won't. I mean, some have, a lot have, and I think there's, a large portion of people that will stay away from it and a large portion of people that will get into it. But I think right now it might be a better bet to be on something that actually can have institutions in the US invest into it. That's why I'm leaning towards RWAs. Like, and think about it, XRP is backed by fiat, right? And we want to invest our money because fiat is losing value, right? But if the fiat's using value over time and you cash it out for more fiat, it could potentially go up, it could potentially go down. So you're getting more fiat for it, but the value of fiat is dropped. It's almost like nothing really happened to it, right? But if you're investing into RWAs, real world assets, assets are going up in value while the dollars are going down in value. So wouldn't you rather want to be invested in a real world asset tokenized or a fiat currency tokenized?
Yeah, 100%. On that note, how do you feel about Ondo?
I think it's great. I think, tokenization of real estate is going to be massive for sure. Could something else come along and replace it? Of course. Um, I like Algo as well because it's a bit more diversified. But yeah, I think those two are good, solid to look at right now for sure. But
Right. And I have both of them. The thing with Ondo that bugs me, and like I said, I have a bag of it, is it's purely a governance token. So it's like, is that going to be value, down the road? Like they can tokenize as many bonds and securities as they want. They never ever once have to use the token to do that.
right,
So it's just for the governance aspect now, and then like staking and stuff there in the future. And then I read something that said there's some clause or something that says that the governance or the coin holders can vote to like profit share, but I mean, would that ever happen? Who knows? But that's my one drawback is there's really no use case for the token itself.
right. You know what? And that is why I think NFTs are a sleeping giant. Because if you can NFT a deed to real estate and you can own not just a portion of, like, someone holds the deed, right? And then you can own a portion tokenized of the NFT. You own a portion of the NFT. You don't really own the deed, you own the NFT. If they create a platform where the deed is actually the NFT is what is, so you're actually owning a portion of the deed, that'll be huge. That'll be massive. And I think more or less that would probably fall on the Polygon network.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting next, 5 to 10 years, seeing, which of these companies become the winners, and we all know there's going to be, there'll be plenty of winners, but just to see how it changes and who gets what, and
Yeah.
how much of it they get. and how
Everyone
right any
thinks,
of our speculation and guesses were.
yeah, everyone thinks it's happening right now. It's all going to happen this year. Sorry, ain't happening. We got another 5-10 years minimum.
Right.
And
I'm with you there. I don't
so
even think the ISO. I mean,
buy
the
what's
tokens
trending,
for that.
buy what's trending, buy what's all you can hear about, you know, all that's being talked about. That's what it's going to be. The idea is to pick them before everyone starts talking about it. And that's I've been known to do that. I picked Shiba before everyone was talking about it. Picked XRP before everyone was talking about it. And I think the next one is going to be RWAs. And the
Right.
question is which one?
Oh, I started looking at SXT today because you were talking about it, space and time, and it just brought up. You were talking about military stuff with them, and I do have some DAG. Do you see the same sort of uh,
So
partnerships and stuff with Constellation DAG? Or are you familiar with it?
yeah, I am. DAG is similar. However, DAG is not off-chain data verification. It's on-chain. So that's the difference. And that's why I'm so bullish on XR or on SXT, because it's off-chain. So it can't be hacked. It can't be um, manipulated. Nothing. It's the most secure thing. So the fact that you can verify data without it being on the blockchain, that's massive, because that's what they're speculating, is that quantum computers can hack the blockchain, can hack Bitcoin, hack all these different things. But if it's not on the
Right.
blockchain and it's not accessible, that fixes the problem.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot into the quantum computer. I know they say it's years away from being able to, hack Bitcoin, but I guess they're already starting to build some security measures to help prevent that in the future too. I mean, if Bitcoin got hacked, you could probably say goodbye to the crypto market.
Yeah, unless they have a technology that fixes it. And I think that's what we could potentially be looking. Obviously, it's a bit speculative. It's so new, But if that's what it is that fixes it, because that's what everybody's talking about, is the quantum computing problem and everything. And, you're saying years off before it can do that. Well, we're years off from adopting crypto. Yeah, we'll see
Right.
banks start doing this and that, and, real estate, seeing that crypto is an actual, asset and things like that. That doesn't mean that they're using it all. And that's another thing, is July is the ISO thing. People believe that when that happens, crypto gets adopted. And that's just not the case. ISO has nothing to do with crypto whatsoever. There are coins that are ISO compliant, but when ISO switch gets flipped, yeah, obviously the market's going to pump because people believe in the moon cheese and they believe something they saw on TikTok. But the reality of it is that ISO is just the way that bank computers communicate with each other. That's it.
Right. I read an article yesterday, and maybe I misread it, but it said something like 40% of banks are already communicating on the ISO standard. It's just the November thing is everybody has to be on it.
Right. So
So,
the original date was March, right? And then a lot of banks didn't get on it in time and fell behind or whatever. So then they pushed it to July. Okay. But the actual date is November 22nd. And that
right.
they're using that narrative to string along this bull run to keep everything up. It's that hopium. It's that the switch is going to get flipped. Oh, wait, no, we pushed it off. Okay, the switch is going to get flipped. Oh, no, well, it's actually in November. Oh, the switch is going to get flipped. Well, it did, but it has nothing to do with crypto. Sorry. You know what I mean? And then end of the bull run.
Right.
And thanks for the exit liquidity. Appreciate it, you know?
Right. I saw too that we got the Genius Act at the House now, but saw that the House is also trying to, not only, pass the Genius Act, but they also want to pass the Clarity Act at the same time and send that back to the Senate. So if they get both of them done, I mean that, like you said, it could just be the pump and dump scenario for hopium, but it'd be nice to get at least some clarity on everything
I
versus just
think
stable coins as well.
I think that the Stablecoin Act and the Clarity Act is the death of crypto as we know it and DeFi, and is the beginning of CBDCs. And the fact that the CBDC um, executive orders in place, no one will suspect it, but it's not a law. It's an executive order that only lasts for like about a year, and it has to be renewed over and over and over. Probably won't get renewed. Maybe one time it gets renewed, but probably not. And that's a way to keep the people from questioning the Stablecoin Act or Stablecoin Bill. And people are like, "Oh, this is going to be bullish. We're going to get this legislation enacted, and they'll be cheering on the demise of crypto, of everything that it was intended
Right.
to be." That's how you control the people, and that's how you get what you want. Is you manipulate the people to cheer for the opposite of what they want, because most people don't understand it, and the people that do really don't care because it's pumping their bags now, and they figure I'll get rich now, and then it won't matter.
Yep. And then the Genius Act, I know the House wants to add an amendment where they give the Fed the power over the stable coins, if I'm
Exactly,
not mistaken, right? Or at least some power.
and that's even worse.
Right.
Look at what the Fed's doing now. The Fed owns this country. Could you imagine? Oh, and I'll tell you what right now, if that's what the House does, which probably will happen, as soon as it hits Trump's desk, veto. And then everyone will be like, oh, okay, well, they're going to do a new one. And then all the hopium starts all over again.
And we get drug out another, well, his term is what, 3.5 more years, another year, another 2 years.
Yeah, it'll just keep happening and happening. And I think that's the point. That's the point, is to get people buying in at the top as long as possible, because they're milking it out of it. That's why XRP is running sideways instead of going up. People just keep putting a little bit in, keep putting a little bit in.
Right.
And they're just draining everyone. And people have to believe in XRP. They have to believe in all these things because it's their only shot. It's their only option. And they're not in here trading it like, the big dogs are like me, They're not trading it. They got $100 in there and they're just holding on to it, or 1,000 or whatever. And they just keep buying. I'm just going to keep buying and holding, buying and holding, buying and holding. I've been there. I've been that person in the bull run. And I've learned from my mistakes. And that's what I'm trying to do, is teach people, because that's it. It's happened before, and it happens over and over, and it ain't happened. The switch isn't right now. This is
Right.
this is a global economic financial system. It's not something that can be rushed overnight. It takes time and years to build. Think of all the thousands of years it took to build the financial system we have today.
That's very true. I mean, they do, expect or project that the market cap's supposed to go up, 3 or 4x over the next 3 to 5 years. I mean, that's positive for bags, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not saying we're not going to see anything, but it may not be as great as we all hoped for. or it may be great and it's perfect, and who knows? But I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, that's why, I said I definitely hold XRP. It's one of my larger holding. It's not my largest. And I have, 10 or so coins that I also hold on to besides that. But it's important to diversify, so hopefully you can get lucky with
Well,
one or two of
you got to be
your
careful there.
selections.
Everyone's situation is different. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
diversification is not for somebody that only has $100 in. Everyone
Well,
is
yeah,
different.
you're right. You're right.
And this is one thing I have to, because I coach people, right? And they're like, "Oh, I'm well diversified. I'm good." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, like what are you holding?" And they're like, "Oh, I got all the 50, 75 something projects." I'm like, "Cool. How much you got invested?" $150, $500,
Yeah.
$1,000. I'm like, "No, bro, you're doing it wrong." And think of, just to get them back into a place where they can actually make money, they have to take a loss. And then that's the hardest part with the coaching, is when I tell people, I'm like, "Hey, you got to take a loss. We have to restructure everything that you're doing." People don't want to do that. And a lot of times they just don't do anything, and they don't get the success stories. But I'll tell you what, the people that listen to me restructure, reestablish a new strategy, they're doing well. They are just killing it. Okay. And they're getting back to where they were when we were at the top of the cycle in a bear market. So it can be done. And if you're struggling, and anybody in the chat that's struggling, I recommend become a deluxe subscriber. I'm telling you, no other creator is going to offer one-on-one coaching for you for $9.99 a month. No one. They'll offer subscriptions and this and that or whatever, but I'm actually going to message you and talk to you and come up with that strategy for you. I can coach you with FOMO, all those different things, and we can focus on any project that you're looking at. It doesn't necessarily have to be just XRP, you know. So just something to keep in mind.
Right. No, I've definitely. I mean, I don't do it very often. I've cut my losses on a couple of coins to move them into different plays or something along those lines. But it's like, to your point about listening to influencers and stuff like that. Sometimes one of the biggest things you'll hear, that I think deters people from doing that, is you only lose when you sell. So
That's wrong.
and then people get afraid. Yeah.
You only lose when you're doing it wrong. You know, there's so much money to be made here, but nobody's doing it right. I did it wrong so many times. I learned my lesson, and that's you. Don't make the same mistakes I made and be behind. You have an opportunity to get ahead of the game. That's what I'm offering. I'm offering you the opportunity to be in a better position. Yeah, and all I want to do is help people. That's all I care about. I don't make any money. I made $10.67 here, and I pay thousands of dollars a month just to keep this operation running. Thousands. And I do it
Well,
because
we
I care.
absolutely appreciate it.
I care about people, and I care about the people that work for me. Like I don't know how much longer I can keep doing it with the market going down, but I can't bring myself to lay people off. So I'm like I really need something to pump so I can take out some profits here, because that's what's
Right.
financing all of this. It's what's financing all of it. I'm living very, very frugal right now so that I can do this for you guys.
Well, I say we definitely appreciate it, and I've been watching you for a while back when you had the old setup where you were just doing the chart, a few months ago,
I
And so I
appreciate that.
appreciate it. You know, you seem very genuine, and I like your approach. You know, even not to get on White Rock because I'm not really on either side of that, but just how you approached it in, well, I'm not going to just take your word, your this and that. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to deep dive, and I'm going to go try to find out my own real true opinion based off what I can find before I say this or that about the project. So,
And I don't even
I
really
like
have
that
an
approach.
opinion. The opinion is yours. I give a bit of my opinions on here, right? But I'm very open and vocal, like, hey, this is my opinion. This is my speculation. This is what I think. It is not factually based, but here are the facts. And that's the whole point, is to give you the facts. And that's why I have Jesse, because I do get opinionated, and she's there to make sure that it gets grounded and things get fact checked, and that we actually focus on the facts, because that's the whole point. Because any person can be an influencer and get up here and say whatever they think, or whatever they think the facts are, or whatever, and having someone to be accountable to is what makes this show what it is. That's why I say, and I know I'm being bold here, but if you really think about it, we are the Joe Rogan show of crypto on TikTok. That's what we are. We're here to deep dive into things, talk about things, and when questions arise that we don't have the answers to, we have somebody to fill in and fact check those things and make sure that we stay on track.
Right. No, that's awesome.
Hey man, I appreciate you
So
coming
that's
on. Yeah, I think we're gonna end the live here. I can hear the staff in the background all yelling and giggling and having a good time, unless that's on your end. But
No, no.
yeah, I hear them. So I'm gonna end the show now. Appreciate having you on, man.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks, Oz. Take care.
No problem. All right, everyone. Thank you all for your overwhelming love and support for the show. It's great to hear from just viewers. People have been here since the Nintendo Switch days. Obviously, it's not a Nintendo Switch, but it all started with this thing. It all started with this, and we've come so far. And I do it for you guys. I have nothing that I'm really benefiting from this. I'm losing time with my family and so many things I've sacrificed to have this show. I love doing it. That's part of it. But it breaks my heart when I see people hurting and being broken and being taken advantage of, and I can't just sit by with all this information that I have and do nothing. Thank you, Fredrum. I appreciate that. But I feel like, especially now more than ever that we've created all of this, I feel like I have an obligation to you as the viewer. And I ain't going nowhere. I'll tell you what, I almost gave up a few times. It was difficult, especially in the beginning when everyone was like, before we were going down so hard, no one listened. Nobody wanted to hear that we could potentially be moving down. It wasn't until we hit under $2 several times before people started to think, oh, maybe there is a bear market we're in right now. No one wanted to believe it. Well, here we are now. It's easier for people to watch the show now because they're like, should I be scared or not? Because we are in World War III. We are in Civil War. We are in a bear market. I just try to tell you what it is before it happens so that you can be prepared. That's what it's about. It does you no good for me to tell you what's happening right now. What does good is tell you what's happening right now, what it will potentially be the outcome because of it. And I have a gift of seeing that. Call it intuition, call it whatever you want, but I have a gift, and It's just logic, man. It's really not that hard. It's really not that hard. It's just very logical, critical thinking. And I'm hoping to teach you all to be critical thinkers as well. Thank you all, everyone. Thank you for all the gifts. There's so many, can't even list them all. If you want to help support the show, send me a message if you'd like to give a donation, and I will give you the information for the Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. And that is the best way to give to the show. Everything that you give to that goes directly to the staff. Okay. That helps to pay for everything that we do here, keep the lights on, all the bills. So if you feel compelled and you want to give a donation, that's the best way to support the show. When you send the gifts, you get a nice little dopamine hit on TikTok, but you got to remember you're sending pennies. It's like begging for change on the corner. If you really want to make a donation, the best way to give is to send one directly here. So if anyone is interested in doing that, I'm not allowed to put it on TikTok. They don't want that because they get I only get 40% of the revenue that comes in on TikTok. TikTok takes 60% of it. So if you really want to support the show, that's the best way to help. We are PBS. We are supported by viewers like you. And we have to become profitable at some point. I'll tell you what right now, if we don't become profitable by the end of the bull run, this will fall because the bull run is what is financing this operation. We have to build this, and so we have to work together as a community. And if you can't give financially, all you got to do is hit the like button. All you got to do is spam the chat with emojis. All you have to do is share it with your friends, not just in the live, digitally, but tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers, get them involved, get them woken up, help them understand what we're doing here. So thank you all for your support. And I ain't going nowhere. At least at least till the end of the bull run. But I set the show up the way I did, where we do the news, because if crypto becomes not the hot topic like it is right now, there's something to fall back on. We'll continue doing what we're doing, fact checking everything, and we'll keep growing. And we'll keep stacking our bags until the next bull run. And by that time, we'll be all so wealthy. It'll be incredible. And I can't wait for all the success stories. I'm thinking by the end of the next bull run, I want to book an entire cruise ship for all the people on the show who are like subscribers and have made a lot of money. Like, we're gonna do like a cruise together. How incredible would that be? And like, I'll talk. We'll do the show live on the cruise, and I'll talk on stage, and you guys will be in the audience. It'll be in real life, out on a boat in the water, like going to Hawaii or something like that. That's the vision. That's the goal that I see. I think by the next bull run, if you guys are applying what I'm teaching you, and you guys are continuing helping me to build this show, that's the future I see, not only for me in this show, but for you as well. I want to become so big that you don't even have to pay to go on that cruise. It'll be like subscribers get that as a perk. That's what I want. And I think that that's a foreseeable goal. I always set the bar really high. And let me tell you what, I always achieve my goals. Take care, everyone. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the Ledger Lounge. I'm Ozthecryptogoat. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, and we're going to get started with it. In just a few moments, let's get to 10K likes, and then we'll get going with it. How's everybody doing today? Are you making any money? Hopefully you're making any money. And if you're not, that means you didn't buy the bottom like we did. We bought that bottom, didn't we? What's up, Crypto Trey? How you doing, fam? And if you haven't been watching, Jessie the Fact Checker, that's at Jessie the Fact Checker, has her new show. I believe she was live today. So make sure you follow Jessie. 294. I know, right? It's kind of crazy. She got bananaed, but she's got a good agent with MVP. Crypto TV with Trey. He's in our agency. And Eve got her taken care of very quickly, and she's back. Yeah, make sure you give at Jessie the Fact Checker a follow. Don't miss her show. It is actually really good today. Well, not actually. It was really good. Rabbit holes, I know, right? We were going down some rabbit holes. It's funny how people talk about these certain issues that are rabbit hole issues, right? And I have inside knowledge. Like, I've seen these things with my own two eyes. And people don't want to believe the truth. I'll tell you that right now. You can't handle the truth. TikTok seller says he caught a little of it. Yeah, we had a lot going on. I'm sure you got a lot going on, so no worries if you missed it. There will be more to come. Make sure you're smashing that like button. All you guys together at once. Let's get the likes rocking. I need a rubber band. Yes, tap all. We'll get started once we get the likes up a little bit more. All right. 5.6K likes. You guys are doing it. Tap away my tapping machines. Let's take a look at these gifts here. We got a little bit of gifts coming in here. And I do appreciate it. I'm sure you got your money in the market, so you can't afford to give right now. Totally get it. Crypto TV with Trey. Make sure you give him a follow. He's in our family with the MVP network. Great crypto creator as well. Thank you for the heart me, Trey. And Revolution, thank you for the heart me and the 5 popular votes. TikTok seller, thank you for the heart me and the 2 popular votes. Simon, thank you for the heart me and the 12 popular votes. Thought this was meme coins? No, bro. We don't do no meme coins around here. We want ISO coins, man. So does the Switch get flipped today? Is today the switch flip? Yeah, right. Simon, thank you for the level up. Sparks and Nate, thank you for the heart me. It's so funny that people actually believe that mass adoption happens today without any regulation. People are just, ay, ay, ay. I'll tell you this, though. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Right? We just got the news that ISO went in. Now, we have one more bit of news. They're going to vote on the legislation for the Genius Act. That is on Wednesday. All right. And I think Wednesday, we get a slight pump and then a dump. Yeah, the moon cheese is real. The moon cheese is real strong. It's some stinky stuff. What do you think of the mustache? I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. I got the twisty mustache. I've never been so into rumors till I got into crypto. Look at all these rumors surrounding me every day. Just need some time to get away. All right, I'll stop singing. No singing. Jesse was like, I will quit the show if you keep singing, I swear to God. Jason14 says moon cheese. Yep. The moon cheese is real, guys. It's real stinky cheese. I don't blame her. Yeah. She's like, please don't sing, bro. Like, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants it. No one likes it. Okay? Just don't. I was like, all right, fine. Oh yeah, moon cheese is being served on a platter as we speak, and they are gobbling it up, and guess what's going to happen? They're buying now. Don't worry, crypto bros. We're going to have plenty of opportunities to buy this stuff. Everyone thinks that there's no more chance. It's over after this. No. We're going to have plenty more time, more bull cycle, more trading to be done. Just think of all those poor saps that are literally going to buy the top right now and have to hold it till next cycle. Guys, they're mass adopting at $3. I know, right? Oh, it moved like 2%. That's mass adoption. Yeah, right. Only reason it's pumping is because of retail. Patiently waiting for another big dip right here. Exactly. Buying the dips, guys. Buying the dips. That's what we want. Don't be one of those poor saps that bought when Trump got inaugurated and held till now and you still haven't breaking even. Oz, you have a nice vibe in here right now. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Hey, Web3, when are you coming on the show? We need to schedule a day for you to come on the show, man. I'm booked out till end of August, though. Web3, thank you for the heart me. Jason, thank you for the donut. Nate, thank you for the popular votes. Jason, thank you for the other donut. And Nate with looks like a level up Sparks from Simon, and Nate with a heart me. And if you haven't signed up for the TA class, I got bad news for you. The class is full. I will allow, if you've been a subscriber for a while, and there's a few of you I've already talked to that want to get into it, you're just not financially there, I will allow it to be open for you. But if you're not a subscriber, and I mean, you have to be subscribed. You can't just subscribe right now. You have to have been a subscriber. I will allow you in the class. Otherwise, the class is full. The TA class is completely full. And I have it that way because I want it to be a more one-on-one experience with you guys. But no one seems to talk too much. There's a few of you that we talk and chat and communicate with. Others are just silent listening in the background. If it continues that way, I may allow new people to come in. As of right now, class is full. Let's see, it's I'm an exclusive F. But we should talk, it's fair. Yeah, dude, I think we should talk, man. I think you have a lot to offer the community. If you don't follow Web3 Glossary, make sure you do. Great creator as well. We need good creators, and creators need to support each other. And I think it's good to have these discussions because you could probably learn something from me. I could learn something from you. You're not allowed to give gifts? If you're not allowed to give gifts, just so you know, you need to submit a ticket with TikTok. So report a problem and submit that, and they will fix that. TikTok seller, thank you for the 9 roses plus 3 more. Appreciate you. I guess that's a total of 12, right? I got 60 in gifts this week, and they won't let me use it without doing KYC. Really? You need to message TikTok. Web3, do you have an agent? You should have an agent, man. Highly recommend MVP Network. If you want Web3, send me a DM and I'll get you linked up. I'll get you in, bro. I can get you in my agency, 100%. I got Jessie in, and she only has like 400 followers and growing, but she started a brand new account. And she's already represented, making money, doing the live thing. Doesn't even have enough followers to go live and still gets to go live. So Web3, reach out to me. I'll get you hooked up. You need an agent, 100%. And it's free, man. It's free, but you need a good one. And my agent specializes in crypto creators only. I plan to take bigger strides here once I finish my building, but we'll talk at some point. Yeah, man, let me know. It's not anything you have to do. It's very simple. You can have it done within 10 minutes and be good to go. I'm full port shorting BTC right now. You might be a little early on that one. I would short it Wednesday. Not financial advice. It's going to get one more pump. It's going to 125. Just like I told you guys, I've been telling you guys for months now, BTC is going to hit 125. Michael Saylor said to short BTC if you hate money. Yeah, because he has everything to gain from the price of BTC pumping. I don't trust anything these people say that have a bias. Don't listen to Michael Saylor. Don't listen to Brad Garlinghouse. Don't listen to Donald Trump. Don't listen to anybody. I mean, listen to them. Listen to everything, but believe nothing they say. All right? Use your brain, people. It's all psychology. Look, it's right here. We were actually talking about this in Jesse's live. Harvard University 1969 psychology textbook. This is MK Ultra right here. Right here, baby. This is MK Ultra. You won't find this bad boy. I know I just thought it was funny. You're right, Oz. What they do, not what they say. Exactly. Look at what they're doing. Revolution with the pineapples. Revolution, you trying to get freaky? Revolution's trying to get freaky with me. She's trying to be a swinger. Is this happening? I'm not totally opposed. Revolution's cute. I had to apologize for hitting on her because I didn't know she was married. I'm married too, but you never know. We should talk. We could make a video and we could post it and people would pay to watch it. Would you guys pay for that video? You want to see this sexy dad bod? You guys want this dad bod? Me and my wife have a deal where it's okay if the other person is dumb rich. Hey, Jesse, it's okay if the other person is dumb rich. I'm dumb and I'm rich. Hey, this could work. We could make this happen. Out on the dad bod video. You're out, bro? Nah, man. TikTok seller says, let's talk. All right, bro. Pony up the dough. Hey, I ain't gay, but 20 bucks is 20 bucks. Right? Jesse's a cutie, though. Check this out. There she is right there. That's our fact checker. I'm about it. I'd suck a fart out of her ass like a bong toke. Just kidding. All right, my real personality is coming out right now. I gotta be more professional. This is my show. Got a little carried away there. She's a cutie though, right? This is our fact checker, Jessie. Make sure you follow her. That's at Revolution. Or no, it's at Jessie the fact checker. Yeah, look, there I am right there. Boom. Look, see the face of disgust when I got close to her? She wants nothing to do with this. She's all about the Benjamins. That's all she cares about here. Jessie only cares about the Benjamins. She's like, pay me, bitch. Web3 says, pretty woman, no doubt, but I want to talk to Jessie more and know the brain. Reach out to her. Send her a DM. No, I'm smart, not pretty, duh. You could be both. I think there are pretty smart people out there. Pretty smart. Let's see here. Rabid with a rose, Jesus with a heart me, and Jesus with 25 goats. Count them, 25 goats. 20 popular votes. 1 greeting heart, and TikTok seller with 11 roses. With a total of $1.27, we made this live. Oh yeah, we are swimming in the cash right now. Swimming in the cash. Appreciate the gifts though, guys. It does help the algorithm. We already got 43 people watching right now. That's not bad. We haven't even started. Are we looking up at a pullback on XRP soon? I think Tuesday or Wednesday. Probably Wednesday after we get the news. Like, the bill's gonna pass. It's gonna shoot up. And I think after that point, probably the next day or by that weekend, then it'll pull back for sure. Don't forget tariffs are coming. Nasty, nasty tariffs are coming. Yes, I can do H-bar. And if you were in the TA class, we've been deep diving into H-bar actually. We've been looking at the charts, reading the candles. It's been pretty awesome. Oh yeah, nasty, ugly, disgusting candles coming. You think those green candles were beautiful? Wait till you see the red ones coming in. Just you wait and see. Algo looks ripe for the picking. Algo's kind of been ripe, but yeah. Algo barely moved, huh? Let's take a look at Algo. Algo's one of those ones where it's a late mover. Oh yeah. Algo hasn't even gotten its next push yet. So if you missed one or you got profits in one, you can move it into one of these, man. But I'll tell you what, it kind of hit that spot 30 cents, but it could potentially do 33 cents to 35. We shall see. Jesus says, good TA class this past week. Yeah, man, hopefully you're learning. Hopefully you're using the paper trading. Use the paper trading. I'm telling you, if you want to be a trader, that's the place to learn. Don't do it with your own money. Do it with fake money. Lose fake money first. I'll tell you what, when I first started trading, I was doing paper trading on, I think it was like 4X. And dude, I would lose 50 grand a week on that thing before I even put real money in the market. Once I started making money, I'm like, okay, I'm ready. And I was a kid back then, man. Just a kid. I'm buying pie coins. Like just a slice of pie? You're buying a slice of pie? Just a slice. Honestly, if you're buying right now, you're borderline unwell in the head. I wanted to say the R word, but Jesus, thank you for the level up. H-bar does the same as Algo. Exactly. Exactly. How you guys digging the music? I'm an old school raver, man. I'm one of those 90s ravers, man. What about buying XDC? I mean, yeah, it's just a bootleg XRP kind of thing going on with that one. Same thing, double bottom, kind of played out already. It could potentially go more, but it's kind of got this trend line here. So it could top out right there at 85, 085, or 875. We'll see. I think everyone's going to be severely disappointed with crypto this year. Who's being naughty with the comments? I'm being naughty. I'm being naughty today. Everybody spam the chat with pineapples. Spam the chat with pineapples and make Jesse blush. Everybody spam the chat with pineapples. Yes, I'm being very naughty. Web3 glossary was like, they have a rule where they're allowed to have an open relationship so long as the other person is stupid rich. And was like, well, Jesse, I'm stupid and rich, so this kind of works out, right? TP? What do you mean TP? Toilet paper? It's gonna run out. Everyone's gonna run to buy the toilet paper. You're gonna have to use pineapples instead. Revolution says you're half right. Yeah, I'm rich, but not stupid. Actually, I'm broke. I am so broke right now. I haven't been this broke in a very long time. I'm so broke because I'm crypto rich, cash poor. I cannot wait to cash out. Get ready for the demon candles. Okay, not the god candles, the demon candles when I sell. SXT, how's it looking? Man, SXT looks dead skis. It looks like 9 cents might have been it for SXT. I'm kind of bummed out on it a little bit, but it could do more. It's one of those projects when we go into alt season is when it's going to do parabolic things. So make sure you're taking profits, getting in at lower prices. That one's going to do what it's going to do when it's time. XRP to $5, maybe let's say Bitcoin crashes, it should bring everything down with it a little bit, and then if it loses dominance, expect all that money to flow into alts, and then I could see a $5 XRP. When is alt season? When Bitcoin crashes. When you see Bitcoin fall below 75K and start inching towards 50 to 25K, that's when. I am on Discord. The link is in my bio. What happened to the pineapples? Spam the chat for pineapples. I'm trying to make this thing happen. Francesca, thank you for the heart me. I feel like the more pineapples that come in the chat, the more likely it's going to happen. So send in those pineapples. Let's make this happen. Come on, Jesse. I won't bite hard. I won't bite too hard. I can be gentle. I'm a gentle giant. This is going to happen. If we get like 100,000 comments in pineapples, it has to happen. If we get 100,000 comments and we're just flooding it with pineapple, you'll have no choice. The internet has spoken. Oz, it's not Fran After Dark. I know. My true personality is coming out today. No tap or comments. I like the Fran After Dark show. Alexandria with the pineapples. Is Alexandria trying to you trying to say something to me or to Jesse with those pineapples? Jesse, I think Alexandria is about it. She's sending you pineapples. I'll tell you what, man. Doesn't it feel great to see the market going up finally? It's not going to last forever. What goes up must come down. Look at all the pineapples in the chat. Me too. We have so much fun and talk a lot. Shiza. Not about people. Exactly. We have fun. I can't wait to do another late night live with Francesca. Eric says, I missed out again. That's all right, bro. There will be more opportunities. Eric, I'll tell you this. If you missed out, maybe you should consider being in the TA class. You've been a subscriber for a while. I'd let you in, man. The class is full, though. The charts have been saying yes. The news has been saying no. And I think everyone just doesn't care about the news right now. They're like, we need to make this pump so that we can make some money here because our children are starving. and then it'll be short-lived. It'll be sad. When you get a spot open, let me know. Well, Eric, the class is full, but I'm leaving it open for subscribers, so there is space because you're a subscriber. So if you're interested in getting in the TA class, it's on Sunday. If you missed the class, I will record it. By the way, I don't know what happened with the recording for the live or for the last TA class. I did, however, make the video today. So if you missed the TA class, make sure you DM me today after the show, and I will send you out that video. What are the classes? What's the format? It's on Sundays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it's on Discord, and it's on like a phone chat, so we like actually talk and communicate with each other, and I teach you guys all kinds of stuff. And if you join the class late, everything is recorded, and I will send you those videos so that you can get caught up and get up to speed. And then you can rewatch them and burn them into your brain so you're not have to pay every month, you know? How many members do you have on Discord? What do you mean, in the TA class? I'm not sure. There's quite a few. The TA class has only 5 people in it right now. I'm trying to keep the class size low. I want to keep it low so it's very personal and I can answer your questions. If it gets overwhelming, no one else will be allowed in it until somebody drops out. Thank you for the hashtags. Francesca, thank you for the 2 paper cranes and the heart me. Much appreciated. What happened to the pineapples? No more pineapples? I guess it's not going to happen. Seamont with the hashtag pineapple. Pineapples for days. Keep the pineapples coming. Let's make this happen. We threw them out. They're going bad. You talking about the pineapples? Threw out the pineapples? You better save your pineapples because you're going to need toilet paper soon. Supply chain shortages are coming. You're going to need those pineapples for TP. Oh, that's why someone put in the chat TP question mark. Save your pineapples. You know the little top on your pineapple? You should save those because if you ever run out of toilet paper, you know you're good. Sign me up. I'll take a listen to the TA. It does cost money, Justin, but I would be more than happy to. So if you want to get in the class, send me a DM, Justin, and I'll give you the rundown of it. And for those of you who are not subscribers, make sure you subscribe. How many subscribers do we have now? No, subscribers are invited to join the class, but it is an extra fee for the TA class. Because if I teach you this, you're not going to need me anymore. What's your predictions for the markets tomorrow? A bit of a pullback and maybe more upward movement. I don't think it's going to crash. Maybe like consolidation. What am I up to here? I do day trade crypto. That's how I pay for all of this. I'm going to pay for Jesse to have some pineapple time with me. I don't think I could afford Jesse in that manner. I can barely afford Jesse now. I don't think she'd even be down. She's not about that life. TikTok seller with more pineapples. Hoping for 119K to enter into alts to go long for tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see. I want to see Bitcoin lose more dominance. But I think you're right. I think we're on the verge of alt season. We're on the verge. You thought these candles were nice. Wait. Just wait and see. But remember, the liquidity is more spread out than it's ever been. And that means with more liquidity spread out, the less these alts are going to move. Stack your bags, last chance. I think you're right. I think you're right. One last move. I'll tell you what, Big Baller is a smart investor. You're going to get one last pump, and then that's going to be it. Make sure you take profits. We're too close to Valhalla to not hit it? Nah, man. You need money. There's just not enough new people in crypto. I mean, Eric, yes, you can still buy in, but I think the next candle is gonna not be as great as what we've already seen. But there should be some candle to catch. And I would imagine it's gonna be your top 10 coins are gonna do the best. The bears are bearing hard. I'm with them. Dude, I'm with it too. I still have the green light on because I do believe we're going to get one more pump. But let me tell you, the red light is coming soon. Soon coming. But right now, still green. I appreciate you sending. Sending what? Did I send something? What's up, Fredrum? And make sure you guys are subscribed. And if you were subscribers, resubscribe. Keep this community going. The subscribers are what really keeps everything going here. Not just financially, but with the status that this live is at for growing into the FYP. The more subscribers you have, the more you're promoted and pushed. I feel like it's going to tank on Thursday. That's what I'm thinking. Respect to all of you. Hope you're making money today. I mean, yeah. I think we're about to get a little pullback, but there should be some more money to be made. Should be some more. I think you got one more. One more hopium, one more moon cheese, and then... And I could be wrong about that. It could pump until the end of the month, but I'll tell you this. Like the 30th-ish, around the 1st, it's going to dump hard. And it's going to be dumping for like a while. And that'll be your second chance to get in for September, October, like maybe some rate cuts, maybe legislation coming out. You're going to get a second chance. I got one too. Feels good with a haircut, doesn't it? Oh, dude, it was so hot, bro. Oh, it feels amazing. Look at, don't I look nice? Look at, yes. It just feels incredible. It is so hot. It's like 100 and a million degrees out here. Yeah, I hope you like the mustache. Maybe Jesse will be down with some pineapple time because I'm looking good. What do you think, Jesse? Some pineapple time with this strapping young lad? I'll tell you where that pineapple goes. I'll tell you right where I'm going to put that pineapple. Just giving respect. I love women. Yes, I do too. I love women too. Jesse, I'm going to talk to my wife. I'm going to say, hey, the internet has spoken. It has to happen. You know, no one knows what it means, but it's provocative. Gets the people going, right? You got to give the people what they want, right? I only jest and joke about this because I know never in a million years would she ever consider it whatsoever. That's why it's so funny to me. Like if I get too close to her, she's just like, go away, ew, gross. Alexa, thank you for the heart me and the rose. Alexa, I'm so sorry. I keep calling you Alexandria. I am the worst at pronouncing the names of the people in the chat, by the way. I'm the king of messing your chat name up. I'm going to actually make it a thing. I'm going to try to pronounce everyone's name so poorly. That's going to be my thing. And I'll be like, what's up, Restitution? What's up, Javier Acevedo? Yeah, like I did with Ginny. Guinea Marie's name is Ginny Marie, and I call it Guinea. I'm just gonna call her Gina. I'm gonna just make that the thing where I totally butcher everyone's names. What's up, Jace? What's up, Jace? How you doing? Everyone's name is getting butchered. Jace says BTC definitely hitting 150K at very least. Maybe 125. Alexa Delgado's name is Alexandria Gustavo. It's Eric Bro's name is now it's Aaron Bra. What's up? It's Aaron Bra. Okay, I'm looking and I missed out so much. I'll be here all the time. Yeah, dude. Don't miss out, man. Everyone here that heeded the advice made money. We shall see. It all depends with like crypto regulation. What's going to happen? I'll tell you what, if that bill doesn't get passed, if it gets passed, then maybe upward movement with some sideways movement until the end of the month. Loan protocol and XRP, don't sleep on it. Fredrum's new name is Freedom. XRP is going to hit 380. Oh, definitely. Within a couple hours, it's going to do that. It'll recover back. I'll tell you where support is on XRP. It's like 270, 275. That's where support's at. Like it right here. Look at that consolidation zone. And then our wick, 277, 275. I'm here to learn. Thank you for all your knowledge. Just don't take my humor anyway. Oh, of course, Fredrum, you're fine. Hey, Fredrum, I have the TA class. If you're interested, when there's an opening available, I can get you in. Why 380 today? Just natural pullback. It wants to retest support. Yeah, Fredrum, send me a DM and I'll let you know. There's a few people that are on like the waiting list. If they fall off, I'll put you on this week. How about that? But you got to be a subscriber. It's I'm only letting subscribers in, and I said that, you know, it does, you know, I said that new subscribers I wouldn't. Fredrum, you've been around for a very long time, and I believe you used to be a subscriber, so I will extend that courtesy to you. Oz, where in the heck has your humor being? Gotta show it, man. Well, I'm trying to be very, what do you call it? Like professional with this show, but my actual personality is very humorous, okay? Very humorous. And pineapples just get me going. Something about a pineapple using it for toilet paper makes me laugh. Think of all the people in 2020 that were using pineapples for toilet paper. Alexa, thank you for the rose and the 4 goats and the heart me. This month it will hit 380. Yeah, it'll hit way lower than that. This month, like the 30th, it's gonna hit like, and like beginning of next month, I think it could be all the way down to like 250. Yes, this is XRP. Let's put on the rage bait. This'll get them going. We're already getting our first red candle for, was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. A whole week of green candles. Corn husks in Mexico for TP, yeah. That's what you do. You eat the tamales and then you get mud butt after, and it comes with toilet paper. Hopium is going to the garage to hit another. Oh, I know, right? Remove the ghost and put it back in August. The ghost has been our mascot for so long. I can't get rid of the ghost. The ghost has been our mascot since day 1. Remember the ghost? I used to hand draw the ghost. You guys remember when the ghost was hand drawn? It looked like this guy. That was bad. It was like, this was our ghost. Remember this guy? Who remembers this ghost? On the iPad? No, it was, everyone called it a Nintendo Switch, but it was like a tablet. Yeah. It was my Chromebook Duet tablet. Yes, the Switch. I have the Switch right here. Somewhere around here. I have the Switch from back in the day. How long ago was that, man? That was so long ago. How far we have come as a community here. I see you all as my family now. You've all been here for so long. I feel like I know you. Like you guys have become a part of me. Don't date yourself. Time flies. Yeah. Yes. I gotta stop dating myself. My palms are getting raw. Oz, do you watch Paul Barron? If not, check out today's YouTube video. Might be insightful. If I remember, I'll look into it. But I try not to let other people influence what I'm doing. Everything I try to be my own original thoughts that I come up with on my own, uninfluenced, unmolested by the media and other pundits. Calvin never came back in here. No. Calvin's too cool for school now. NK, thank you for the heart me. Danny Gibson, thank you for the heart me. Much appreciated. Let's do a gift goal. Let's do a gift goal. Let's do a galaxy. Who's got me with the galaxy? I know you all got money now. All right. I know you all got some money. So like, let's up the gift game a little bit, right? Like, I mean, a penny rose is beautiful, and thank you. And Alexa, thank you for the rose. Give what you can give, but I know you all got some money because you've been watching this show for a very long time. Nah, my boss is cheap. Remember, the money that you send in gifts goes to Jesse, right? And the IT guy. This is for them. How did Jessie make more money than me in her 1 hour live? Jessie made like $30 in 1 hour on her live, and I made $2.64 in 1 hour on my live. What the heck? Alexa, thank you for the galaxy. Appreciate you. Thoughts on what Brooke said? I think Brooke is right. I just don't think that buying and holding forever is not the way to make money in crypto. Oh, I like this song. Is the Fedwire live right now? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Which means it has nothing to do with crypto. ISO 222 has nothing to do with crypto. There are just some cryptos that are compliant. In other words, leave a moon bag for XRP. Yeah. Maybe a small moon bag. I mean, yeah, not financial advice. Do what you want to do. But we're coming back down, ladies and gentlemen. The way to make money in crypto is by trading its volatility. It's not an investment. It's not an investment. It's for day trading. At least right now. In the long-term future, 5-10 years from now, yes, it will be an investment. Right now, it is not an investment. If you're investing into crypto right now, you're doing it wrong. Let them know it's just a messaging system. Yes. So ISO 222 is just a messaging system for the banks. It has nothing to do with crypto. It's basically they're doing all the same thing the bank has always done before, but the messaging system is different. Yeah, it's an upgrade. The whales are there to take our money. Exactly. The whales already bought a long time ago. Everybody that bought in at $3, thank you for the money. You guys put money in my pocket. And look at this looks like a crazy move. This is nothing. This is nothing. There's money to be made there, but it's not blow your O-ring money, okay? It's not generational wealth money. People did buy at $3, and I'll tell you why. They bought at $3. They bought it like $3.15 because this formed a bull flag right here, but then tariffs just sent it the opposite direction. XRP topped this cycle $8 to $25. No way. Maybe $25 next cycle. Maybe. I think top this cycle $5. Maybe 8. And I'll tell you why, Josh. Tariffs on the 1st are going to erase everything that happened today or this week. Everything that happened this week instantly erased, just like this one right here. Boom. Everything that you got out of this candle, boom, instantly erased the next day. Canada, EU, and China. Yep. Retaliatory tariffs. We're literally talking about countries are going to cut us off from trade completely. Like they're not going to trade with us ever again. Do you say the 1st? Yes. August 1st. All downhill from there. It'll probably start turning downward before then. Yes, the Ponzi scheme will collapse. True, because we're holding back. If the U.S. doesn't get on board, we will be left behind. Exactly. Short, maybe not just yet. Maybe Thursday or the right before the end of the month. The end of the month, I would definitely say short. Definitely. I think it's got one more push. I think it's got one more last little. China made them deals. They said no proof yet. But what is something pretty Eddie would do? Exactly. They will pump it right after the dip. I'm not worried. Yeah, but unless you're trading that, there's no money to be made there. You should be buying the dip, taking profits on the pump, rebuying the dip. Obviously, you haven't seen Daddy TikTok rebutting what you just said about the messaging system. What did Daddy TikTok say? If you're wondering if you should sell right now, QWERTY, I would recommend becoming a deluxe subscriber, and you can get one-on-one coaching with me. Everyone's situation is different. Everyone bought at a different time. Everyone has a different amount in there. So what I would recommend is become a deluxe subscriber and get one-on-one coaching with me, and we can come up with a strategy that works best with your portfolio. So you're saying sell shortly before the 1st and then rebuy after the red drop from tariffs? I'm saying everyone's situation is different. But what I'm saying is we're going to drop hard and basically erase everything that just happened. Oh yeah, 50K likes, baby. Make sure you guys are tapping the screen. Let's get to a gazillion likes today. I want to see a gazillion likes. A quintillion. How many is a gazillion? All of them. We're still bullish too, right? Kind of. I think we'll probably form a bull flag on XRP anyway. I think it forms a bull flag and then from there. But maybe not. Maybe not forming a bull flag on the 1 day. But if the crypto week thing keeps getting sell off from it, shorts keep coming in, then it would form a flag and then go. We'll see. XRP can't hold over $3. Exactly. And I'll tell you why. You know, there's a reason, and Ripple said this themselves, why they hold 44% of the supply is to keep it regulated so that it doesn't go crazy. And because they make money, of course. That's their reason, but we all know why. It's keeping the lights on. It's sending them on yacht party vacations. We still in for 190? Sheepman. 190 for what? We already hit the 190. 190 was back in June 23rd. That's when we hit that. That time came and passed. Oh, I thought maybe a retrace. No, maybe not 190. Probably like 250 is where I would call it. 250 to 230 is where I would call it right now for the retrace. Yeah, the tariffs on the first will affect it. It's going to basically erase everything. That's why it's all perfectly timed. The ISO thing, and then the crypto week, and then they pushed back tariffs one more time. Like, yeah. 250 sounds good. Nah, that's too rich for my blood. Maybe if alt season's about to happen, Bitcoin's losing dominance, yeah, I'm going to buy at 250. Did I look at H-bar? All right, I'll pull up H-bar. Sorry. We just were chatting away. I guess I should start the show now. I haven't even started the show. We've just been like chilling. Let me look at H-bar. The music was on. I was having a good time. The markets are up. I'm all giddy and having a good time. We're spamming the chat with pineapples. Everybody spam the chat with pineapples. Everybody send a pineapple. Let's make this thing happen. H-bar looks like it's got another day of retracement before continuation. And I think that that's going to correlate across. I think tomorrow we get another retracement and then a continuation. And if you're in the TA class, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're in the TA class, what do you see? 1, 2, 3, boom. And that's Wednesday, and that's the day they vote. Boom, turn around. So Tuesday, Wednesday. So either today is the last candle, red candle, and then another push back up. Yeah, totally textbook, right? Jesus knows what I'm talking about. He's in the class. Isn't it amazing, even just after yesterday's class, how much more vivid the charts look to you? You guys have learned quite a bit. I know we haven't covered much, but these fundamental things, like, you're going to start seeing them now, and you're going to start like applying this into your trades. And oh man, it's going to totally change your life. That's the whole plan. A small little investment into yourself, into your knowledge and understanding of this stuff is going to just pay off phenomenally. And then one day you can thank me. I'll take my boat in emerald green and gold trim. You can all buy me a boat. We'll have a fleet. I told you before you should write a book, dude. You're such a good speaker. I am going to write a book. I'm working on it. I've actually been talking about writing a book for a very long time. The problem is getting it all out. So when I have story time, I'm recording those things so that way I can remember and put some of them down, because it's kind of hard. There's a lot to remember. My life has just been so wild. I could never remember all of it. But I do want to put it into a book. Maybe I'll make it audiobook. Viewership is way up. I'll tell you what, when the markets are up, viewership's up. And this is with no promotion. This is great. All right, let's do a gift goal. My favorite one. This is my favorite gift right here. Who's got me with the dragon crown? I want to go "Rah!" with the fire coming out. So much fun. No way this cycle, end of the July though. Too early. I smell fake out. No, dude. Yes, but Danny, thank you for the dragon crown. Appreciate you, man. My agent says that I need to berate you with more gift goals. I'm not doing it, okay? We'll have our days where we have those gift-a-thon days. We usually have them like the end of the month. But yeah, I don't want to berate you guys with gifts. If you guys want to send gifts, I appreciate it. I'm not going to be constantly putting them in the chat. That's not what this show's about, okay? I do like getting them. It is nice to have less money that I have to pay the staff, and it is nice to get that push in the algorithm. But that's not what the show's about. The show is about the information and everything that we do here. Thanks to Ozthecryptogoat. Oh, thank you, man. Yes, Danny Gibson has been doing pretty well, but he takes advantage of the deluxe subscription. He'll message me, him and a few others, though, as Simon. Simon takes advantage too, and they'll be like, hey, what are you seeing on this one? I got in at this price. What should I do? Because I can't do that on here, right? But if you're a deluxe subscriber, oh man, those two are raking in the dough. Can you check DAG for me before I load up? Yeah, I got you, bro. Big Baller's sending me on vacation tomorrow. We're going to hang out, and I'm going to get my beer gator. And yeah, we're going to have a good time. I got to figure out where to get the threaded CO2. I'll tell you this, though. I got some ideas for the whole beer gator thing. I got some ideas of how we can market and not just sell beer gators, but sell so much more. Dude, you think beer gator is going to make you rich? Wait till the add-ons for this thing come. And I'm just so appreciative of you, bro. I'm gonna let you in on my insight and knowledge of what it. If you feel like bringing me along with you and doing it, like, I'm down to work something out. We're gonna talk about it over dinner tomorrow. Dag nabbit. Constellation, right? That's the one DAG is, Constellation. DAG has military contracts. Ooh, this one hasn't moved yet. All right, if you missed one, this is one that didn't send yet. This is gonna, stuff like this won't send until what do you call it? Alt season. All right. Stuff like this won't really send until alt season. They'll get a bit of a push. But yeah, this is basically that double bottom. And it could potentially fall lower. I would say 0.028 to 0.030 are going to be some nice entry points that you should be able to get in on this one. It could potentially fall lower. 0.025 probably the lowest. 0.024 would probably be the lowest this one will go. Yeah, this one's more long-term for sure. That doesn't mean that it won't send this cycle. See, it sent in December, hasn't sent yet. But look at, this is that classic bull cycle. See that big run up and then a taper off, big run up and then a taper off, big run up and then a taper off. And it'll probably get another big run up in like September, August, September, October, November, somewhere around there, it's going to get one. Alexa, thank you for the rose. Appreciate you. You're so sweet. So, my TA class people, how are we liking it? Am I okay? I've never taught a class before in my life, so hopefully I'm doing a good job. Let me know right now and do it in front of chat. Tell me if I should change something. Tell me. I want to know. TikTok seller says I like it. HD malicious says it's great. Alexa says I like the class so far. This is good. If you think that I should do something better, or if there's something you want me to cover, reach out to me and let me know. Because you know, I want you guys to get what you pay for. You know what I mean? I want to do a good job. I've never taught a class before in my life, and never did I ever think that I would. But I feel like I do a pretty good job at it. My son wants to take your class. Do you have room? For you, Danny, yes, because you are a subscriber, I will allow your son to take the class. So message me and I'll get him in. Sorry, just got home from work. High do you see XRP going? How high do I see XRP going? I mean, technically it's played out. Maybe if it breaks $3, it's going to 320. All right, but it's starting to lose steam. The candles are getting shorter and shorter, and the wicks are getting longer and longer. I'd like to take it, but I work this weekend. Here's the thing, Raydan, if you work on the weekends, I record the classes, and I didn't record one of the classes on accident. I went back and I did a recap video of the class. So they're all recorded for you. So if you miss one, you're still going to get the class. So Raydan, if you're interested in getting in it, but it is open only to subscribers that have been around, okay? And if you were a subscriber and your subscription is lapsed, I'll allow you to resubscribe first and then get in. But it's pretty much subscribers only are going to be allowed in the class. It's pretty much full. But I understand that the chat hasn't been too crazy. Everyone's been pretty quiet in the background. They ask a few questions, but I don't want it to get overwhelmed and bombarded. So I'm trying to keep the class size small. But if it does get to a point where it's too much, then I will either have to kick somebody or who knows, right? But we'll figure it out. I don't want it to get too much. I want it to be a few. But the way it's going right now, the class is full at the amount that I had originally put to have people into it. But it doesn't seem to be overwhelming for me at all. So I'm allowing the deluxe subscribers to get into it. Let's see here. All right, let's get into the news, right? So XRP, maybe it sees all-time high. Maybe. If it forms a bull flag right here at the $3 mark, definitely get ready to see 340. What was the chart before? What do you mean? But I think 315, 320 is the next zone of resistance, but it's not as strong as the $3 zone. I'll tell you that right now. Is the magnet representing downforce? Yes. Actually, I should take this way. Okay. Once this tops out, that magnet's coming right here, and it's going to bring it right back down to $2. The tombstone represents XRP really doesn't have any utility anymore, in my opinion. It has some utility. Hi, no TikTok tonight. TikTok is on. We're on TikTok, Ginny Marie. Or on Twitch, I should call you Johnny Marie. Johnny Marie. I'm messing everyone's names up today. Crass Gracias. I'm just kidding. Chris Garcia says for DAG, what do you want to know on DAG? Probably some downward movement. Obviously, it's going to move up. This is a descending channel, so it's going to pump up. It's a double bottom, so it should see 69 cents or 069 to 073. This is going to move up, okay? This one's behind. Yes, Oz got a haircut. If August 1st is a fake out where we're cooked and it could happen again. Yeah. It'll be like, I wouldn't call it a fake out, man. It's a Ponzi scheme, bro. Viewer description says, what's up, buddy? What's the top for XLM? We're getting there, that's for sure. Let me look. What coin was on the screen? That was DAG and XRP. You missed XLM? Oh, I posted it. I even sent out an email alert on XLM. I'll tell you this right now. XLM is going to pay you way better than XRP is, and they're not dumping on you, right? Ripple is not dumping XLM. XLM is going to give you everything you want from XRP and then some. Lower market cap. This is the one. If you're into XRP, this is the one. Here's the thing. Is if you're an XLM, you should be taking profits, okay? It's probably going to get one more downward move. Let's see. Today is Monday, so Tuesday, a little bit more downward movement, and then possibly another move up on Wednesday, but I think 51 cents. What it'll do more than likely is double top. And it may go up a little bit further. And I could be wrong on this, okay? Bitcoin could lose dominance and altcoin season goes into effect and everything sees all-time highs. But this is if Bitcoin does not lose dominance. This is what will happen. Big Baller says, take your profits out of XRP and put it into XLM. Yes. Yes. But remember, XLM is going to move the same with XRP. So if XRP is going down, so is XLM. However, XLM just got an update. Man, SXT looks kind of dead. It doesn't mean that it won't move again. Let me look at XLM on the hour. Yeah, so this is what I think happens with XLM. We have this descending channel. It get another pump up to like 250, 252, and then back down. And more than likely, it'll probably go up, come down, consolidate, and then boom, head and shoulders all the way down to 29 cents again.